Hello, I'm Benjamin Cummings. We're here today with Ross Riskin, CPA, PFS, and Certified College Financial Consultant. Thank you for being here today.
Thank you for having me.
So we want to talk about Roth IRAs. It seems that you're a big proponent of Roth IRAs as a potential funding vehicle for college savings. Why is that?
Yeah, definitely. Now, traditionally people think of Roth IRAs as a retirement savings vehicle, and that's kind of what it is. That's what it was designed for. But there's a lot of flexibility with Roth IRAs. So whether the parent owns them or the student, we can talk about that. But we have flexibility in investment choices that you may not have with a 529 plan. So the 529 plans, you actually have to go into either an age-based model or specific equity. You can't pick what types of investments specifically you're invested in there. So Roth IRAs can provide another funding option, and they have some benefits from a financial aid planning perspective that clients should be aware of there.
Okay. What are some of those financial aid benefits of the Roth IRA?
Yeah, so the Roth IRA, so since it's a tax deferred retirement account, it benefits from not having to be reported on any of the financial aid forms. So whether the clients are filling out the FAFSA or the CSS profile, they actually don't have to report the assets they have in there. However, if they decide to distribute money from there, whether it's to use for college or not, they do have to pick it up as untaxed income on the financial aid form. So the timing of distributions becomes important when and if they're going to use a Roth IRA as a funding vehicle.
That's very good to know. So one of the potential issues is that this is a retirement account, like you said, but we're using it for college funding. Does that create any issues?
Yeah, it definitely can. It's not something I would advise clients to use. So if clients have already built up substantial savings in their Roth IRA, or if that's their only vehicle they're using, I definitely would not advise that they target that for distributions for college. But it can provide flexibility if you have, say, a student who is maybe working during the summer or throughout the school year. They have some earned income, they can contribute to it, and they at least have some options of what they can use to help pay for the qualified college expenses. Another good benefit of Roth IRAs is that it works as a first in, first out of contributions. So even if there is some tax-free growth in there, and maybe it hasn't been held for the 5-year minimum requirement, or they're not under the age of 59 and a half, or they're under the age of 59 and a half to take the distribution, any money they pull out is coming from their original contribution, which they already paid tax on. So there's not going to be any issues with that from a tax planning perspective. However, 529 plans don't work that way. 529 plans come out on a pro rata basis. So even if you put in $5,000 and you're only going to take out $1,000, if there's any earnings portion, prorated portion of the distribution you take is part earnings and part principal. So that's a fundamental difference between a 529 plan and a Roth IRA.
Yeah, that's very good to know. So you mentioned also the idea of a child setting up a Roth IRA or a parent. Can you talk a little bit about how to make that decision?
Yeah, definitely. Well, they're both going to be subject to different limitations. I mean, the main ones for parents are going to be the AGI limitations. Maybe they make too much money, they can't contribute. However, through the use of like a Roth conversion, they can actually get money into a Roth IRA. But for kids, it's going to be more of the limitation of earned income. Are they actually working? Do they have a job? So just because they maybe are earning money in a savings account or some other investment that their parents set up for them isn't going to entitle them to be able to contribute or open up a Roth IRA.
Got it. That's very good to know. Thank you.
You're welcome.